official one.
Please rise for the American and Dutch national anthems, as performed by the Marine Band for the Royal Netherlands Navy. Please be seated.
Long time coming. Your Royal Highnesses, Excellencies, Minister Timmermans, and honored guests, and Madam Secretary of State, on behalf of the people of New York City, it is a privilege to welcome today's distinguished visitors to our city and welcome you all to this wonderful ceremony. 400 years ago this week, some other visitors sailed into this harbor aboard a Dutch vessel, the Half Moon, and they continued up the river that now bears the name of their intrepid captain, Henry Hudson. Henry Hudson and his crew were on a voyage of discovery. They were searching for the fabled Northwest Passage to the Orient, the pathway to fame and fortune. Disappointed in that quest, they instead found what would, in the end, prove more marvelous by far, the future site of the world's greatest city. Following in Hudson's wake, the Dutch West India Company colonized this island. For decades, New Amsterdam would be their foothold in North America, and even after it was relinquished and renamed, New York would never completely lose its Dutch character. And joining us today in acknowledging that deep friendship is the speaker I'm privileged to turn the podium over to, the Honorable Hillary Clinton. Madam Secretary.
Thank you very much, Mayor Bloomberg, and thank you for hosting us here today. Thank you for recognizing the importance of this particular commemoration by not only your presence here, but your interest in the year-long activities. Before we came out, the mayor and the Prince of Orange and Princess Maxima and Minister Timmermans and I were all talking, and the mayor made one of his astute observations that if the Dutch paid $24 for New York. That $24 invested 400 years ago would be more valuable than all the real estate in New York. Now, the city in the world, which the mayor does not overstate when he says that, but still a beacon of freedom, of diversity, of excitement and dynamism in the extraordinary collection of those who have called this great city their home over all of these centuries. Later this month, the United States, through the United Nations, will host the 64th session of the General Assembly, welcoming leaders and diplomats from around the globe. And they will, like those Dutch sailors 400 years ago, see what an exciting potential New York represents. A city pulsing with energy, brimming with optimism, and big-hearted enough to embrace the entire world. And today our two nations are united not only by our long history, but our common values and our shared hopes. On behalf of our common destiny, thank you very much.
Madam Secretary, thank you. And now I would like to ask all of you to please join me in extending the city's warmest welcome to His Royal Highness, the Prince of Orange, Wilhelm Alexander. Your Highness.
This morning exercise is good for healthcare. Madam Secretary, Mayor Bloomberg, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. It is an honor to be welcomed here by the Secretary of State and the Mayor of this great city. Thank you for extending such a warm welcome to Princess Máxima and myself. Arriving in New York is always a great pleasure, and the pleasure increases with every visit. Because the better you know the Big Apple, the more you love this wonderful city. There is no city on earth that exemplifies this more than New York. These are challenging times, certainly for the financial capital of the world. But there's no doubt in my mind that New York will emerge from this crisis stronger than before, simply because New Yorkers are hard-working optimists who have always been able to find new opportunities. We, the Dutch, share this attitude, and we see a prosperous and sustainable future before us. But challenges can only be faced if we work together across the Atlantic. And that's why we have come, not only to celebrate 400 years of friendship and incredible achievements, but also to seek opportunities together to achieve even greater things in the next 400 years. Thank you very much.